Greetings and welcome, guys, gals, and non-binary past episode, whatever the fuck, of the Words About Games podcast, the weekly gaming podcast for Words About Games. I'm one of your hosts, Amy K. Alexander. I'm joined this week by the glorious one himself. It's Daffyd Moody.
Howdy doodly do, everybody. It's Friday. You know what that means. It's video game day. The holiest of days. Video games. Hallelujah to the video games because they are awesome.
You know what's cooler? Like, given like what we're going to talk about on the podcast this week, like that's probably going to be more true in the near future that it's video game day.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because like video game day is a bit of a lie, right? Because
like
for us, right? It's like it's Friday, it's video game day. Is it though? Is it?
Is it really?
Do you see me playing any games right now?
It was more for the people to be listening to us while playing a video game on Friday.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about being second screen content. And not because I think...
we've been second screen content for a long time.
Let me say it. Not because I think people should be giving us their full undivided attention, but because like I can't imagine like the experience of playing a video game while we're waffling on. Like, don't do that to yourself. Like, just play Just play the video game.
Just play the video game, dude.
Like Keith listens to the podcast while he's painting, and that I get because like that's like like there's no audio visual component to him doing like when he's painting, right? He's just painting.
Yeah. Thank God you said painting. I was literally thinking something different before you said painting.
But like, you know, you're playing a game. Like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm someone who doesn't have things on while I'm playing a game. I'll just say that. I don't understand it as a concept. And I can't imagine listening to myself talk while I'm playing a game. Except I suppose I do that all the time when I'm streaming.
Exactly, yeah.
But even then, I'm just like, is she going to shut the fuck up or what?
I'm not here for you. I'm here for the fucking video game on Friday because it's video game day.
Video game day. I'm trying to play a fucking video game. Shut up.
Trying to listen to this in-depth story or read it at least, but you keep reading the fucking story and I want to read it myself.
Like, we have a thing to talk about, a very important thing to talk about, but I think I just want to let everyone be aware that right before I hit record and you're seeing this part, I said to Moody, we'll just find it in the moment. And that's what we're doing in this podcast. We're just going to find it in the moment.
Let's wing it.
We're winging it.
We're winging it.
We're winging it.
That's all that matters in life. Just wing it, people. Just wing it.
Fun. Just sit down with one of your best friends and just chat each other. And that's YouTube.
That is YouTube. That is basically YouTube content creation right there. We've sorted it. We have simplified it for you all. That is what YouTube is. Some of it is good. Some of it is bad. And some of it's in the middle. And I think we are in the middle.
We're Felenius.
We're definitely somewhere in the middle. That is definitely true. That's definitely true. No doubt about that.
It depends what we're talking about, right? Like, you know, you're talking about like this thing we're talking about right now, definitely somewhere in the middle. You talk about politics. I'm so far on the left. I've fallen off like the scale. I'm falling into the great abyss.
I saw a pool, it said left, and I jumped into it, and I'm washing myself into it. Half the time, I'm washing the bar of soap is called Zach Polanski, and I'm washing myself all over with that man. He's fucking amazing.
What the fuck?
Hell, I've seen some of the crazy shit people have been saying about him. That was the most nonchalant thing anyone has ever said about him. I should clip this out and literally send it to him because he actually has answered me before, and I'm just oh my god, I love you.
I'm washing myself with you. That's how much I love you. mean, I like the guy, don't get me wrong. I don't know if I go that far, though.
But no, yeah, it's yeah. And then you look at the right and you just go,
Huh.
someone should throw some water on that fire, but I don't think there's enough in the world to knock that fucker out.
The right wing of like UK politics played Bloodborne and thought, you know what, goals. That's what I think happened. I think they're like, damn, this game's sick. We should make it real life.
Well, they're getting close.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Philly people, though. They said, fuck you, fascism. They went, fuck you. So thank you. Well done, people.
Oh, man. Yeah. I don't know if I should dare ask how you're doing after that metaphor. But how you doing?
I smell all good. I won't lie. No, yeah, I'm not. No, I'm I'm all right. The week's it's been like just a slow week. It's like I go to work, I do my job that I love and everything like that, and I come home and I chill and everything. But like just I've been all over the place with days. Like yesterday, I was saying to myself, "Wait, is this Friday? Well, wait, is it Wednesday?" And no, it wasn't. Obviously, it was Thursday. But I was just like, "What the fuck's going on here?" But no, it's overall, I'm fine. I'm off next week with the missus. We're going away, so looking forward to that.
Where are you going? What's the exact address? Put it out there on YouTube. What's the worst that could happen? Give me your itinerary.
No.
No, Amy. I've seen the kinds of people you have angered across the years you've been doing YouTube. I don't want them to know where I am. Good idea.
Yeah, it's bad enough they know I'm in Scotland, so it's all right. But I let that out myself, so I wasn't ashamed to let it out. I was more like saying, "Ha ha, you're still in England, motherfuckers! Unlucky."
What you can do about it?
But I'm overall hunky-dory. How's yourself?
Oh, you know, life is life at the moment.
Life is life. That is true.
Yeah, not things aren't great, but you know what? At least it's video game day.
Is video game day.
I haven't played a video game.
We're not playing video games.
I haven't played a video game today. And I won't be playing one tonight, but it's video game day.
I can say I have played, not just because of work.
I was going to say, no shit.
But I have played outside of work as well, so that's all good. That's what I was doing actually before I looked at the clock. Went, oh shit, it's 7.
I thought that's what happened. I sent messages. I was like, "So I'm just setting up. I'll be 1 second." And then I hit the call
No reply.
button, and then it called, and it did that thing where your little icon disappeared, and I was like, I know what's happening here.
He's abandoned me and he's ignored me.
Fuck this. Fuck all of this.
No, but yeah, it's what is it can we do at the end of the day? Like, world sucks, world is shit, and all we can do is just keep moving forward, look after one another, and just stay safe in the best way you can, and everything, and just that's how I see it.
Mm-hmm. Good philosophy. This is why you do. This is why you say the thing at the end of the podcast, and not me. You've seen my
I need to update that. Thank you. You've just reminded me. I've actually wanted to update that a little bit, so I have to change that.
I look forward to hearing the new version.
That is true.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's hear it now. Let's just do it. I'll click end recording. We found it. We're not going to top.
Found it.
We're not going to top. I'm bathing myself in Zach Polanski as if he was a soap. It's all downhill from here.
It's all downhill. It really is. Yeah. I raised the bar. Oh, I washed the bar and then and it's dropped ever since.
At least in the last episode, the Chrono Trigger clip came like 40 minutes in. We built to it, the peak moment of the podcast. This one we started with it. So what do you want to do? What do you want to do? What do you want? What's the running order here? Because we've got things to talk about.
We have got things to talk about. There's no doubt about that. We can just announce what we want to announce and everything like that, or we can hold it back, tease them, and do a story.
I don't like that. Fuck that. That's like not a fan of that whole like, ooh, like when you watch a film trailer and the first 5 seconds is like a trailer for the trailer, and and then it's like the film trailer starts now. I'm like, fuck.
I hate that.
I've already
so
stopped
much.
watching.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, well,
that didn't work.
I mean, even the trailer, not the trailer within the fucking trailer.
Yeah, even if you do it when I'm in the cinema, I'm just gonna leave. I'll leave and I'll come back in 5 minutes when I know your trailer's finished.
That is true.
Oh man, yeah. Let's do the announcement.
Let's do the thing.
First.
Do the thing.
This is why we have Vitz. Vitz is really good at this kind of thing, and neither of us are really good at this kind of thing. So, but unfortunately, you're stuck with the two of us trying to explain all of this.
I can tell it.
So good luck, fuckers.
Yeah, not difficult.
Good luck, fuckers. We suck at this. So this podcast that has been going on weekly for a very, very long time, and fortnightly before that. We're not cancelling it because it will still be a thing, but we're making some pretty dramatic and drastic changes to how everything works as far as Words About Games is going forward. What does that all mean? Well, first of all, we have episodes planned up until the end of November. I don't remember the exact dates. Probably, maybe. We'll see. We'll see what happens at the end of this episode. We just get to the end and go, actually, you know what? Psych. That was the tease the whole time. But,
we'll do the Jeff Keighley thing at the last Summer Games Fest. Genius, Amy.
How dare you?
Didn't upset people at all.
I don't think this is going to upset very many people.
Oh, I don't think it will either. They might say, thank God he's gone. And I mean me.
Well, he's not. That's the joke. Yeah, we've been talking about this for a while. I don't know if you want to set the full context of that hilarious like exchange of messages we had.
So yeah, I can do that, no doubt about it. So for a long time, I have been feeling very disheartened about the podcast, just as the state of the industry in general. The industry is basically on fire. It's an industry that I've worked incredibly difficult, incredibly hard to get into. I know, crazy, right? Why do you want to jump into a fire? But yes, that's what I decided to do. And thankfully, I have been incredibly lucky and unlucky at the same time, as everyone knew. In last year, in 2024, September, the My Company Merged Games was closed by corporate overlords in America. Maximum Entertainment closed us. And everything. I won't go into the details or anything like that. Or there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes still for that. But yeah, that completely rocked me for a while. And thankfully, though, I was able to succeed and find a new job now up here, living in Scotland for that. But
okay,
the industry has gone.
I said okay, then you. I just like the fact that you've gone on further back than I thought. So you're like, yeah, I lost my job, my company turned down. It's like I set this up by talking about we had a hilarious exchange of messages. So
I'm just about to get to that.
I'm saying that the hilarity is coming. That wasn't the hilarious part. Like
this hilarious exchange is coming. There's no doubt. Yeah, and thankfully I was able to find a job. But even after that, everything else that was happening in the industry, there were how Microsoft were handling things, or how everyone was just talking about stupidest things over nothing. And I've just felt incredibly disheartened, where it's made me feel bad for being in the industry that I've worked incredibly hard to get into and everything. Then I made a decision, and I wrote up basically a long ass notice for Amy to say I quit basically in the nicest way that I was
Like
going to leave the podcast. I was
a good three,
um
400 words in in a Discord chat dropped into my inbox. I'm taking it from here, and it was very heartfelt. It was very, it was very like apologetic about like this coming out of nowhere, all this stuff. Like I know Moody. We talked about this like privately. Like I know Moody. I know he worried about writing this. I know he worried about doing it, saying it, and worried about how I was going to respond. And I asked you a little while after we talked about it because you sent this massive message, which
I did.
basically boiled down to, I want to leave the podcast at the end of the year. Everything's sucks. Like, the podcast is good, but the actual content of what we talk about of the podcast is just driving me to like into the ground.
Yeah.
And 400 words to my 2-word response.
This was the shockers part.
My 2-word response about, I don't know, like I can't remember the exact timeline, but it wasn't long after you sent it.
Yeah, you replied actually, I would say within about an hour.
Was same TBH.
Yeah.
That was my reply. Because to be honest, like, yeah, it's the like sitting down every week with you and sometimes with Vitz. I gotta get
He's gonna get milk again,
I still
guys.
gotta get
Don't
my
worry
digs
about it.
in. But yeah, like sitting down with the two of you and talking about like whatever. Like when when the good times are good, the times are good. I like talking to you too, but seeing we're going to talk about Microsoft again this week. Cool. PlayStation did some shit. EA got bought by Saudis. You know what I mean? It's just like, at a certain point, even I'm just like, I remember back in the olden days, I started this podcast to have fun. And somewhere along the line, the industry collapsed in on itself. And this podcast stopped being fun. Hanging out with you guys is fun.
Yeah.
And we made the best of bad situations, but like it became effort to like psych myself up to be like, yeah, we're gonna talk about this and that and the other and whatnot. So same TBH. And then obviously like we had a longer conversation about it. And I did ask you later, I was like, when you ran this scenario through in your head 1,000 times, was any of those 1,000 times where I just agreed with you?
No.
It was no. And I was like, cool.
No.
And then we put it to Vitz where it was just like, look, man, we need to make some changes. And he just went, yeah, you know what? You're not wrong. And he's barely been here. And he's already starting to get burned out. So that should tell you something. He's been here for
and he's only been here a year. A year?
Give or take, I think. I don't know.
Time a year and a half, give or take. We'll say.
But, like, all of this preamble is just to say, like, we wanted to find the fun in, like, hanging out and making stuff. Because those were two things that we still wanted to do.
Yeah.
But we just didn't want to do it like this. And in the end, the biggest changes to the podcast, it's going away for a little while. And it'll be coming back sometime next year. I believe we agreed on the 1st of February. And then I think the first day of every month going forward. So it's going to be a monthly podcast where we shoot the shit about games we've been playing for a month.
Yeah.
And this is kind of a pilot episode for that because I'm looking at everything that we both want to talk about and it is just games that we've played for the past week or two.
Yeah.
Because we weren't here last week. So like, I guess this kind of counts as like a soft pilot, for that concept. But yeah, so that's the big change with the podcast. But what we're actually going to be spending our weeks doing from the 5th of December is streaming over at twitch.tv/wordsaboutgames, because one of the things I think all three of us realized in discussion about what we could do to make some changes was we were at our best and also having, I don't want to say the most fun, but like, we were living our best lives when we were doing the charity stuff last year. When we were hanging out playing Halo. When I was doing a dumbass fucking PowerPoint presentation about Resident Evil games that no one got mad about. Like when Vitz did his game show that no one got mad about. Like when we did the big long 12-hour live, 13-hour live stream or whatever, however long it was. And like that's the
13
kind of
hours, wasn't it?
yeah, it was, yeah. That's the kind of stuff we want to do more of, and it's difficult to do that when we're also sitting down and do a podcast every week, because it's not just like the 2 hours that we sit down and chat. There's like the planning, there's the putting documents together, there's the editing, there's the uploading and scheduling, and like there's more work that goes into it that I think we could that I thought, and you agreed, we could better spend streaming and then putting that stuff out on the Words About Games channel, as well as the monthly, as well as doing like a podcast monthly where we don't talk about whatever fucking dumbass fuckery Xbox is doing every week. You know what I mean? Where it's like, hey, look at all this cool stuff I played. Because while I think criticism is important and being critical of things is important, like also like spreading positivity has been kind of like a big thing for all of us, and it's harder and harder to do that with the podcast in the format that the way it is.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're talking more negative stuff these days than positive stuff. Where like I've barely played any games this year. Like, and I think my first game that I was the 2025 that I played, what was a 2025 game, which is kind of not a 2025 game because it was a remake, was Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
And the only game that I was really truly interested in was Silent Hill, and then that was sadly disappointing for me by it. But that's just with all the crap that's going on in the industry and everything like that. I'm losing. I'm speaking just for myself here, losing sight of just like why I fell in love with video games. And now with this new plan that we have, we're going to be shedding lights on these games and everything that we talk about and
Yeah,
everything.
and
Like,
having fun and shooting the shit. Like, it's not just like we'll be sitting down to play a different game every week or play a game every week. Like streams, like we'll be doing all sorts of stuff. Like the first three, we're doing 3 streams at the end of the year as sort of like a soft launch.
yeah,
Just to get us going, like work out kinks, there'll be bugs, like figure out like graphics and all the boring stuff that you only have to think about if you're actually in the position of being a streamer.
and if you didn't have a Vitz,
And if you didn't have a Vitz, we really need a Vitz. Although, otherwise, our graphics are made by me, and everybody's seen my graphics. They're not very good. Um, the So like the first stream will be on the 5th of December. That's good. We're essentially paying off some of the charity fundraising goals that we didn't reach during our last fundraiser because we kind of fell off of that for a variety of different reasons. So like Vitz will be playing Alien Isolation as the first stream, which I think is incredible and a great way to start things off. And then I will be playing Dead Take the week after, which is the game that Moody QA tested that came out earlier this year, which I'm really looking forward to because I'm one of my life's goals is to break every game Moody has ever QA tested in front of him. And so far, I'm 1 for 1.
you are. You are.
And then the third stream, which will be the one that we're ending the year on, will be Moody plays Elden Ring for the first time, which I'm really looking forward to. I just want to see because I want to see you play it because I know you're locked into it for a few hours. You know what I mean? Like it's not like you can play it, get pissed off, and leave. Like it's like when I played Bloodborne for the very first time. On that stream where it's like I can't just leave, I've got to keep playing, and it was that like extended play time that made me think I'm starting to get this, and I'm wondering if the same thing's going to happen. But other stream like we'll be doing all sorts of different streams. Like I've been chatting to the guys about doing another PowerPoint presentation that no one will get mad at, about like game of the year, like doing a game of the year, but doing it as a PowerPoint presentation in my own unique PowerPoint style, which if you've seen the Resident Evil one, you'll know it's not necessarily going to be the most serious thing that I've ever done. We talked about still having like podcast style discussions, like as part of streams, and then maybe it's breaking those out and uploading them. Like the future is a bit up in the air, but also it's not. And the thing that confirmed to me that this was going to be the right move was after we discussed everything and said, yes, we're going to do this, we're going to make these changes, and had like a vague idea of what the future looked like. If you watch the podcast after that, all three of us are incredibly energetic and excited to be there, which I don't think had been the case leading up to that for a good few weeks. Like
I think that's fair.
we had one of the I think we had one of the best podcasts we had all year. Well, after that, like after that discussion where we were all just hyped and on it, and since then we've done some really fun stuff, like the thing we did with you, Moody, where you got hit by a bus or whatever the fuck it was that you said, and we all have to recommend games for you, and that's the kind of thing that we want to do going forward. We've identified the parts of the podcast that we think work really, really well, and keep those going while also doing fun shit, like making Vitz play Alien, making Moody play Elden Ring, stuff like that.
Making Amy play a game that she doesn't know
I don't
anything
even know
about yet.
Like the mystery game thing is still on the docket. We just decided Dead Take would be a better one for my first stream.
Yeah, but it's my thing is the thing. What I want to do more is just I want to be playing more games. Like I think I think it's fair to say been very disgruntled with the AAA scene of the last last few years. I would say there's been some good ones that we have enjoyed and we've shouted them out and everything, but there's been a lot that have just been like, what the hell is this type of thing. And not that those people who work on those games don't work hard or anything like that. It's just, they're obviously mandated to do a lot of things that I truly don't think they would want to do. But then you see things like the AA scene, which has been popping off like crazy, especially in this year. Mm-hmm. Then you go to the indie scene, which has been also popping off again this year, which is great to see. But there's also some really hidden gems that we've shouted out on the podcast, like obviously, and the indie game of the week thing that we keep shouting out,
which we will still be shouting it out.
Yeah, we're going to keep on doing it. We're expanding it even more to the point of what we're playing that game. One of us are going to be playing that game, which is going to make obviously be a lot more helpful for all of us, where we can just shout them out and just say, hey, this game is awesome, people, go and check this out. You won't with how expensive video games are coming up these days and how they're all happening and whatnot.
Yeah, I worked it out. If I did a top 10 games of 2025, right now, if the cutoff was right now, and you said submit your list, there aren't any AAA games on it. There are 0 AAA games on that list. And I don't know if I'm going to actually play any between now and the end of the year. I don't know. I'm kind of playing Dark Souls at the minute. Again.
But that's the thing about it. Even though this year has been quote unquote dubbed by a lot of people a really good year for video games, none of the games have really screamed out and spoke to me. And that's the worst. That's the thing. What I've felt in myself, where I'm just like, damn, I'm wanting to scream out with these people. And I've tried it. I tried it with Expedition. Everyone's screaming from the mountaintops for about Expedition. So I jump on the thing of just what I normally I've told myself not to do. And I was doing really well up to that point of not jumping on the bandwagon and just getting to it if you want to get to it, if you even piques your interested. Because everyone else was screaming before this game. But when I first saw it, I was like, okay. But you and Vitz were like, that looked awesome. I was thinking, really? And I was literally like that when we first saw it for the first time. I was thinking, okay, that's interesting. But then I tried it, and yes, I'll stand by. I think everyone's right on the combat. I think the combat was really, really good, but everything else was lacking for me, and I just wasn't enjoying my experience. But I think it was more of I'm trying to force myself to play this game so I can be in the conversation type of thing. Yeah. And I don't want to be that. I don't want to be in the conversation. I want to be in the conversations that that I'm wanting to really get into. So more it's finding an indie game and playing a AA game and just expressing it. Yeah, Expedition, I know, is a AA game. I know that, people. Don't hate on me and everything like that. But yeah, it's and that's the worst thing about it. It's a game that everyone's screaming from the rooftops. It was kind of like Baldur's Gate for me as well. Everyone's screaming from the rooftops, and I was just like, yeah, that's just too big.
Oh, but I'm the contrarian.
yeah. And it's It's just what,
You just have
my
to
hope
find your
is,
own path. Like, I mean, I know this is like completely unrelated to the topic we're currently trying to talk about, but yeah, it is that thing of like when when you're like not necessarily into it, it's harder to find things that you would want to play. Like when I played Silent Hill F, I haven't told this part of the story. I never told. I wasn't planning on, but I'll do it. When I played Silent Hill F, obviously it was a frustrating experience for me. I went into Y a couple of weeks ago. I played Hades 2 after that. I thought, surely a fucking god. If I'm gonna get into a game right now, it's Hades 2. Hades was my favorite game of 2020. I played
yep.
the shit out of it. I fucking loved it. Played Hades 2, 7 hours, and I'm just like, cool. Like, it's good, but there's just something for me that's not like grabbing me. So then I just
Yeah.
put it down. I put my controller down. I was like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna take a few days off. I read some books. I didn't read some books. Jesus, I read one book. I read some books. Fucking hell, that would have been crazy. Like Dare. I read a book. I watched some stuff. I came back and I thought, cool. You know what that looks interesting, and I own Skin Deep. We saw it. I saw it on your couch. You watching a skill up video, and I think it was his one to watch or whatever on that video, something like that. I said that looks cool, and I bought it. So I was like, cool. I already own it. Let me download it and play it. Loved the shit out of it. Loved the shit out of it. Went from that and thought, cool. I'm on an upswing here. Let me buy Promise Mascot Agency real quick, because like that game looks demented in the Amy ass Amy game way. You know, we used to talk about games being Amy ass Amy games because they're weird. And also I like the developer's previous game. Played that, platinumed it. Going to talk about both of those things later on in the podcast, but it's like both of the, like, if you think like Silent Hill F and Hades 2, especially Hades 2, two of the best reviewed games of 2025 according to like OpenCritic, Metacritic, versus Skin Deep and Promise Mascot Agency, which are like further down that list, I would say, on the review aggregators, but like they were the experiences that were for me. So and sometimes it can be hard to find those if like everybody's talking about Silent Hill and everybody's talking about Hades. It's like, cool, what else is there though? Like, I can't find it.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah. It's like I want to have. Basically, I'm crying out for that experience of. We've talked about it many times, and so I'm sorry for repeating it to everybody and everything like that. But of the experience of where Amy was playing a game, I was watching it along in her stream, and I was completely fucking hooked on the game and the story. That even though I only played half of it before the end of the year, it was in my top 10 for game of the games of that year.
And
I just replayed and I fully completed that game this year. I restarted it again this year and I played it and absolutely finished it and went, oh my fucking god, it probably should have been higher on my list by the end of it because it was that good and everything. And that's what I want. So my hope is from what we're going to be playing more games where I'm going to be like, I'm going to watch Amy, Vitz, and of something new, and I'm going to be like, fuck, I need to play this.
yeah, the biggest reason for these changes, I think, boils down to like we want to find that again. And like, I don't know if I've lost it specifically. I've got my video essay channel. Like, I do still play a lot of games, but like, I don't know. Like, I want to be more excited about games. Like, I put a post out on Bluesky this week where I was like, it's hard to be excited about anything that's coming out because of layoffs and waiting for the announcement that the studios is all in on generative AI and all this stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, it's difficult.
Yeah.
And like, confronting the horrors of the game industry on a weekly basis for 2 hours, it saps you a bit. And so I think this is going to be good for us. I think it's going to be good for people watching our stuff. Like, because at the end of the day, if we're happier, like if we continued this podcast, I mean, one, you would leave at the end of the year.
Yeah, I would have left. Yeah.
And I would have been miserable. And I would have been steadily declining. My mental fortitude and just general happiness with like doing this would have steadily declined. Whereas like, it's easier for me to show up to the podcast knowing that there's stuff happening in the future which is different, and not everybody who watches this podcast or listens to this podcast is going to vibe with, and that's cool. Like, it is a pretty radical shift, what we're talking about doing, but I think it's a necessary one. Whereas you can have the Words About Games podcast and it's just shit.
Yeah.
Or you can have us trying something new and actually being excited about it.
But I think my biggest worry that has been happening with this podcast, which has been happening sadly, is that we've just got into the rut of just like what every other podcast is doing is basically they're just trucking along. They're trucking along, yeah. And I truly don't believe when they say I am happy with how things are going and everything like that. I was like, no, you fucking not. I don't believe you.
No,
you're talking about shit every single fucking time.
Yeah,
you do not look happy.
Like, I think the best episodes or the best parts of episodes that we've done have been like, I'm thinking like the Moody got hit by a bus topic 2 weeks ago. And I know it wasn't a positive thing, but even the two of us having a discussion about Silent Hill F, I think that was a good discussion that we had.
Yeah.
Even though neither of us would leaned positively on the game. Like, I think about like the 3 weeks you were off earlier this year when you were doing the big move and everything, and I panicked and just found a bunch of old magazine lists, and me and Vitz reacted to them. I think that was some of the best stuff that we did this year. And it's like, cool, I'm excited to do more stuff like that because it was enjoyable, right? And like, we'll probably still talk about bullshit that's happening in and around the industry. Like, there's no doubt about it. We're not immune to it. Like, Moody works in the industry, and I do so much fucking research for video essays. I run into dumbass facts all the time. Like, and we know a lot of, and like, I know a lot of people who work in the industry as well. Like, I was gonna say we know, but obviously you do because you work with them. I just happen to know them from being fucking in games for the last 10 plus years, which is a startling fact.
Yeah.
Horizon Zero Dawn hadn't come out when we started this podcast.
Bloody hell,
hadn't even been announced. Wild.
But there's the thing, there was a wild level of positivity around them when videos were at that era. Like, PlayStation turned everything around and became the force that everyone knew they were, even though after the PS3 debacle and everything. It's like, and now it's just like, everything is just on a spreadsheet. It's not the greatest. It has the arrow has to keep going up, and it's just soul sucking. Now, it's not that we're not going to talk about soul sucking stuff still in the future and everything. I'm sure when Microsoft freaking do their giant annual thing next year, one of the streams we're going to be saying, well, Microsoft, you're still the fucking cancer. We all knew what you have turned yourself into the last 2 years. So fuck you type of thing and whatnot. But I think the biggest thing will be now, like, we're going to be talking not just about video games anymore. I think we're going to be spreading it out of just like, hey guys, I watched this awesome thing. Speaking for Amy here, she might not for once.
Never do that.
No, but we'll probably be going more in depth into it instead of just saying, "Hi, what was the cool thing we saw this week or talked about this week?" I watched all of this and it was fucking awesome. Finally, Vitz and Moody, I listened to you guys and I watched this awesome thing you guys have recommended ages ago. Could be either of the things that me and him have recommended.
That doesn't sound likely.
Yeah, but yeah.
Doesn't sound like me.
That definitely does sound like you. Yeah, try to maybe in the new year we might have a new Amy. Who knows?
That doesn't sound like me either.
But no, yeah, it's we're going to be expanding on just like things of like of other things that we've got going on in our lives, maybe that we're excited to talk about and what have been
absolutely
really fun and everything. And it's just like
I've brought up the PowerPoint. No, I brought up the bullet points that I wrote when we were discussing what this could possibly look like, and I'm not going to read them all because some of them are pretty like, hey, when we're settled and doing this stuff, maybe we'll experiment with some stuff. But like, the stuff that we were talking about was obviously like playing games solo and together. So, if you remember our old Phasmophobia streams, like, well, maybe we'll do that again. Vitz did say on a podcast he would play Phasmophobia.
You did.
Challenging each other to play games, like Vitz playing Alien, Moody playing Elden Ring. Just challenges in general, like the Halo Reach challenge we did, where it was like, hey, we're going to play the last level on Legendary. Who can survive the longest? And the answer may shock you. It certainly shocked me. Vitz doing game shows, like the smaller game shows that we used to do, like Box Art Attack. We did last year. Amy names games badly, which describes games badly, which we did last year. The usual podcast type discussions. My PowerPoint presentations, like you talked about Next Fest, right? Where I used to just come on the podcast and talk for 30 minutes about Next Fest demos. Well, what if we just streamed me playing Next Fest demos?
Yeah.
That's much better than me just sitting there trying to talk about them.
Yeah, because this is the thing I think a lot of people realize. This ain't a 2.5 hour thing. We're going to be streaming for about 4 to 5 hours. Like our aim is to probably start at like 7 o'clock. I think we've
we're talking about
landed
7,
on.
and then I said the vagaries of like it'll be 7 till late. It'll be 7 till when we finish, which will be somewhere between 10 and maybe midnight, depending on what's going on, what we're doing, how we're feeling.
Yeah,
and I want to do like other stuff as well, like longer stream. We did the 13-hour stream last year. And it was fucking great, and maybe like doing stuff like that for special occasions. Or like charity stuff, because in the background while we're doing all this, I also want to continue to raise money for charity. Maybe not with like stretch goals and to unlock and stuff like that, like we were doing last year, like just because I want to put something positive into the world. Yeah,
I'll shout this out straight away. We all know what's coming next year for Pokemon, people. I'll lock it in right now. Yes, this means I have to spend money and buy a Switch 2 and everything. I will do, because I'm going to book the day off that day. I know I am. I will do say a 10 to 12 hour stream. Playing the new generation of Pokemon, Generation 10. I'm going to do that. I'll lock that in right now. Tentatively.
Maybe not on the day. Maybe around the day.
It'll be that'll probably release probably on a Tuesday or fucking Thursday. So it'll be the Friday. So
there's and I'm looking at some of the more experimental stuff that we have written down there. That's exciting to me, right? It's completely different from anything we've ever done in the past, and that's cool. And it's there's so many things that we could do that aren't sitting here making ourselves miserable for 2 hours a week.
Yeah, like I've got my half list. Basically, I'm missing one thing. So I've got my top 10 things of this year. Yeah. One of them is a game. And only one of them is a game, and that game is not a 2025 game. Yeah. That's insane to me. Of just like how lackluster video game has been for me, and I've hated that.
And like that's the thing, right? When I said I want to do Game of the Year 2025 list as a PowerPoint presentation, and you were like, well, what if it wasn't just about games? And I said, look, man, you do what you want to do, and I'll do what I want to do. And like, we're going to end up with this stream where the three of us do 3 completely different things under the same heading, which is like not really, it's not really something we can do in this type of video, but it's something we can do over there. In this sort of new world that we're talking about, right? It's like we can come at the same thing from 3 completely different directions because, as much as we get along and we mesh really well, we're 3 completely different people with 3 completely different sets of skills and ideas, right?
Exactly.
That's great. Fuck yeah. I'm excited to do another PowerPoint presentation. My last one was 100% approved by everybody who saw it.
Yeah.
Nobody complained that I wasn't taking it seriously enough. I came here for a serious ranking of Resident Evil. Well, that was your mistake.
Because you didn't put a sarcastic face on the thumbnail. They didn't know.
What's a sarcastic face? Let me just ask you right now. What's a sarcastic face look like? Exactly.
Just yeah, that. Hey. Yeah.
Next to a picture of Dino Crisis, which was in the top 10.
It was.
Even though I don't like that game, the joke was too strong.
Yeah.
But yeah,
This
no,
time we might get Amy to play Dino Crisis 2. She likes that one.
like I have plans for doing other stuff. Like I'm thinking about
Yeah.
like doing other like the group stream that is replacing the podcast will happen every Friday, but we're talking about doing other stuff on other days as well.
Yeah.
But nothing to announce on that regard yet. Let's get to the end of the year first and see if this all works or if it all blows up in our faces. But that's where we're at. I don't think I have anything more to really add about that other than to say, like, the podcast will be going away sometime between now and December. And if you like us, myself, Moody, and Vitz, and you want to see us continue to do fun things and have fun chats and hang out with us, twitch.tv/wordsaboutgames at 7 p.m. on December 5th. Again, I have to stress this. Vitz cannot handle scary games. He cannot handle them. I've seen him play them, and he's not good. He's not good with scariness. He is going to play Alien Isolation at 7 o'clock in the evening, UK time, on the 5th of December. That is locked in and happening. That is how we're starting. And how we continue, who fucking knows? It's going to be a great ride, though. I'm excited. I was excited the second you sent me that message, and I said, lol, same.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, just bring it on.
Yeah. And it is sad. Like, I do feel sad about, like, making this change for the podcast, but this isn't the only time the podcast has changed. This podcast started with Keith and Russell and some of this fucking guy, I don't know who that was. Looked a bit like me, I suppose. But it changed even within the first few episodes. It changed. It was an audio podcast that came out every 2 weeks, and then we added Tom, and then we added video, and then we started coming out every week, and then fucking here we are now. I'm sitting here with Moody and Vitz, two people I didn't even know when I started this podcast.
That is true. That is true. It's bittersweet. It's going out, obviously not on a high, sadly, but it's getting remade into something. It's evolving, like I said, into something I think is going to be a lot more better. And then obviously when we bring it back once a month at the beginning of February, maybe not 100% locked in, I don't think.
It'll definitely be within the first 2 months of the year.
Doing it once a month. I think that'll be a lot more like good, because the thing is that I think what will be good is that we'll do that for like 2 hours, and then we've got like maybe an hour, or depending on how long we want to keep on going, 2 to 3 hours still to go, if not more. We can just go, all right, time to switch straight into playing something.
Vitz finishes Alien Isolation.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah. I think he's going to be determined to want to complete that fucker.
Well, I threw the gauntlet down when I found out you never finished it.
No, I haven't.
Look,
yeah.
you can hold bragging rights over Moody's head for all time.
Yeah, he really could. There's no doubt about that. And I think that's what is compelling him even more now. The Alien fan who loves nothing but Alien, even the bad ones. That's true. Except the EVP. I can't stand the EVP. Never finished Alien Isolation. That is true. No doubt. But we're getting Alien Isolation 2, people. How great, awesome, and that is, eh? Yes! It's another game I can play and not finish.
Yeah! I'll make you finish it somehow. It's for the stream. Remember when we used to say that when we played Phasmophobia? It's for the stream, Moody. It's for the stream.
It's for the stream. Yeah, for the stream. I'll start singing and that'll lure the alien out.
That's the other thing as well. Like, we could, like, Ryan would definitely be down for more Phasmophobia and stuff. And I'm just thinking, like, we'll probably interact more with people that we know who are cool, who will come and do stuff with us when it's like playing it. Like, do you know how hard it is to get people to agree to come on this podcast because of what we talk about? People don't want to do it. But you say, let's play Phas. Let's watch Alien. Let's watch Vitz play Alien. That's like, people want to come to that. People who you haven't seen for years may suddenly come back.
Like, I'm going to go to the cinema, not far from me, buy a tub of popcorn and leave the cinema with the popcorn just so I can eat it while it's just dying.
But yeah, so we've waffled on long enough about this subject.
Yeah.
Please, if you want to support us, please support us on this next step of our great journey. Yes, that was a Halo reference. And we would love it if we would love to see you there. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
I'll say this. If you are feeling disheartened that you are somehow not enough, set your heart ablaze because we are coming back stronger than ever.
Did you just think of that, or did you write that down?
I had that written down.
Okay, good. Anyway, this podcast isn't over.
Or is it?
No, we're going to do a halftime. So we'll be back in a minute. There will be no advert for Vitz's... What the fuck is it called? Pixel Pop Stars. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot that. There will be no advert for Pixel Pop Stars this week. It's literally just going to cut from us to us. So be ready. There is no time to stretch. There is no time to hydrate. There is only podcast unless you press the pause button, which, can't really stop you from doing.
Gonna come back hydrating.
Either way, we will not be back in 40 seconds. We will be back in now. See? Seamless. It's a seamless transition. Nothing has changed between scenes. I want to ask Moody a direct question while he's got a mouthful of whatever the fuck he's eating. I assume it's Zach Polanski related.
I'll do the scene from Demon Hunter.
Delicious socialism. Yeah, so we're back. We had the important conversation. It's like we sat everybody down and we said, look, it's not you, it's us. But also, please come follow us at twitch.tv/words about games. If you've never been to a Words About Games stream, it's usually a fun time. We're good at having fun, as it turns out.
I think we are, yeah, there's no doubt. Like, yeah, it was a terrible time during COVID and everything like that, but every Saturday when we were doing the streams together, it was amazing. Mm-hmm. It was one of the highlights of the week every time for me and whatnot. And now I think that we're kind of going to revive that in some sort of way is exciting.
Yeah.
So,
fuck yeah! Like, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be. I don't know. I was gonna say as the kids say. But I don't know what the kids say.
I have no idea. 9 times out of 10, who knows? I don't think they know what they say. So,
tell us what the kids say in the comments down below. But yeah, so the podcast will be going monthly, where we'll be mostly just chatting about some cool games that we've played. And now seems like as good a time as any to accidentally. Do that because we've accidentally scheduled the rest of the podcast is basically all we're talking about is games.
Games.
Normally at this point of the podcast, I would be like, oh, check out all these cool Next Fest demos I played. But I didn't have time to play any Next Fest demos this time around. I played zero. Zip, zilch. There was no time. I've had a very busy couple of weeks, but Moody's played one.
What?
You played more Next Fest demos than me.
I've played that. I've played more, and the bar was so low that I just had to play one.
The bar was so low. You had to play one. You had to play the one. You would have thought I would have played.
Yes, exactly.
One game I thought you thought I would have played. Everybody else on my Steam's friend list seems to have played it. Going down the friend activity list. I saw about 6 or 7 people being like, oh, this person has played Star Trek Voyager.
Across the Unknown and everything. Yes. I have played Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown demo. If you don't know anything about this right now, this game it's going to be a story-driven survival strategy game in which the fate of the iconic starship is in your hands. Take the helm, manage the ship and resources, and make difficult decisions. Will you be able to bring home the ship and its crew?
Will you?
I'm going to be frank straight away. I didn't love the demo. I don't know if it was a me thing of just like I don't know if I was properly knowing what I was getting into and everything, because I knew about the game and everything, and I knew what kind of game it was. At least I felt like it was, but I felt like what hurt this game, what's hurt the demo was on my side was it was very buggy.
Right.
And it was very unresponsive. So there's a part of like, so basically, it's not short and simple. I'll tell you this right now. People, if you haven't seen Voyager, go back. It won't take you too long. Like that. But the demo is the first 2 episodes.
Right.
Of the show and everything like that. So you've been sent to the Delta Quadrant down Adora. No, not now. Not now. No, definitely not now. Okay, seriously, dog. You meet the Ocampa and Neelix and all like that, the Kazon and whatnot. And you do that whole scenario and everything. And you obviously can change it up in any way you can and whatnot. You have to obviously help to repair the ship. It's a survival strategy game, and it's like that's a Fallout tablet game that what was. I can't remember what it was called.
It's like the Ant Farm view. It's Fallout Shelter, or like the XCOM base in the newer XCOM games.
Yeah, that I didn't love. Wasn't really clicking with that, but I think it was more of just like there's so much there's a lot you have to do in this game, in this demo. Like they've thrown out a lot of information for you. Down, sweetheart, down. No, not right now. Daddy will play with you shortly.
Adora, we're nearly done with this podcast, like for reals. Leave him alone.
Literally stick my leg out and push her back.
He's trying to talk about Star Trek.
Yeah, that I wasn't really clicking with for it because they were just throwing so much at you. When you have the battle scene at the end of it, I don't know if I was not reading it properly, or the game just was bugged out on me because I wasn't able to properly battle it because I'm just flying around and I'm just like firing my faces. I'm just like, what am I meant to press? I'm pressing stuff and nothing is working right now.
Right.
Why? What's going on? So I really didn't have a great experience on it. I won't lie, I tried to kill Chakotay straight away. I failed for that.
Yeah, it's like a tutorial, right? Like from what I've heard from people talking about it, which is, I get why you would release that as a demo because you obviously you want people to understand how to play the game when they're playing the demo. But I think that harms like the demo experience, right? Where it's like because you're not getting into like the interesting part of the game, right? Like. You can't name a game where the tutorial's the best part of the game, right? Like, or like one of the better parts of the game. It's the tutorial. It's where you're learning how to play the game.
Yeah. It was a weird experience for the game for me on the demo and everything, which it's a shame. I am still interested in playing it when it full releases. It's right now still saying it's coming soon. I'm going to surmise it's next year, but obviously we don't know or anything for it. But it was a disappointing demo experience for me. I think visually it looks pretty decent. Like when you're flying around in the ship, it's kind of like when you were like the Mass Effect 3, where you're flying around the ship in that type of way. I thought that was kind of funny. I was thinking, oh, it's Mass Effect 3 in Voyager. We're getting Mass Effect Star Trek game at long last. Yeah, I knew we were going to get it. But it was, and it was literally the same thing of just like go up to the moon or planet and scan it type of thing. And it was just. It was a tutorial that I don't think is a very good tutorial. And my hope, I would say to the developers, it's like rethink it. I think you need to make it a little bit more snappy and make it a little bit more. It sounds really counterproductive when I say it's too interactive because you've thrown so much at the player.
Yeah,
and I think I just got overwhelmed by it.
It's like maybe stretch out. Maybe it's like don't try and get the player to learn as much in that
Yeah.
one mission. Like maybe it's like stretch it out a bit, like
Mhm.
JRPGs do all the time. Where it's like, I remember playing Tales of Zestiria and being like, I'm still getting tutorials like 10 hours into the game because it's giving me
Yeah.
one thing, and then I'm doing a dungeon, and then it's giving me another thing, and then I'm doing a dungeon. And like, I know some people don't vibe with that, but that approach, but like survival strategy games like Star Trek Voyager, like you have to learn a lot. You have to learn how like the interface works, how to like upgrade your ship, how to survive, how to like do the choices. There's the narrative stuff. There's
Yeah.
like all the skills that all the teammates, the away team members use, and how to build an away team. And it's like there is a lot by necessity, a lot in there. And as for a demo, it's like, yeah, it's again like I can't see the first mission being the most interesting one. But like then I think about like, well, it's like I think about Voyager episodes. I'm like, cool, like, and like things that you'll be able to do, and like how you can fuck things up. You know what I mean? Like, like I heard like you can just win the game by not blowing up the caretaker array and choosing to use it, and you go home, and it's like, cool, you won. You know what I mean? You got home, like I like that because like that was the big choice at the end of the first episode.
Yeah, I tried that, but the Prime, the Chakotay and everything basically stopped me. No, it's like, well, that's not fun.
I imagine
that's not fun
at some point.
Some point, yeah, maybe.
In your
but no, one of the things that did it was just annoying for me. Was just like, why are you appearing on my right now? I haven't got you in my squad. Like, you're not even on the ship right now, Neelix. So why are you appearing saying, hi, Captain, the people are wanting you to do this? It's like, I don't even have you yet. Fuck off. You can't be this annoying already, Neelix. Don't start.
We're making some changes around here.
Yeah, Neelix, you're gonna be a field officer.
No, Neelix, could you just stand over there? Yeah, no, I know it's an airlock. Just could you just inspect it, make sure it's working properly?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh,
one thing
what an accident.
And I don't know why I thought this was going to be in the game or anything like that. So and it might still be, but I'm going to guess it isn't. Now, I don't know why I thought there was going to be voice acting in this game, and it isn't. Yeah. And I think I get it. Boys are too expensive to be able to do that type of thing, maybe.
I imagine there'd be a lot. Like you'd have to record a lot of voice acting for the game.
Yeah. So I do understand, and I do understand and get it. But having just like hearing a couple of lines from the cast would have been pretty neat. But it's one of those things and everything. But it's the demo. Sadly, was not great. I didn't really enjoy it. But I'm hoping that this is going to be a Star Trek game that. It's going to be fun when it comes out. Like the last Star Trek game we had, Resurgence, I had a lot of fun with. I think it was such a fun game. Like I rebought it, didn't obviously when you were up. It was a lot. Yeah, you did.
Bought that, and I bought Dead or Alive Extreme Volleyball 2. Yep. There's something wrong in my brain.
You did do that, but no, yeah, it's I'm looking forward to it. Like it's a Star Trek game. I'm always going to give a Star Trek game a chance, and hopefully maybe it's just that they threw so much information because they wanted you to get it in the short amount of time you would have for this demo. Because like it's only like an hour and a half, I would say, the demo if you speedrun it type of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I've always found demos for that type of game never really like they're really difficult to make compelling, right?
Yeah.
So it's probably one of the reasons I wasn't as fussed to play it, because it's like I feel like a survival strategy game of that kind of nature is probably a slow burn, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like we'll find out, because I'm gonna get it either way, right? Like,
yeah, true, no doubt.
And hey, maybe there'll be a stream. There'll definitely be a stream.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I think we both play it together, and like we're like helping each other, or like you're captain and I'm telling you what to do, though, even though you're the captain or something like that, or you know what, like what we did with Quarry and everything. The Quarry.
Future Amy Moody's problem.
Yeah, future Amy Moody problem. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Star Trek Voyager. Can't believe we're getting a new Star Trek game. Love to see it. Still not an RPG. Can't believe there's never been a Star Trek RPG. What the fuck's going on?
There's RPG elements in it, so that kind of counts.
Yeah, there's RPG elements in everything these days.
That's true, like that's true. That's what made Assassin's Creed better, apparently. He's now.
I prefer not to
just give
speak.
one 7 out of 10.
I prefer not to speak. If I speak, I'll get in trouble. Again,
I can feel. I can feel the red light aiming at my.
yeah,
neck
just
right
a
now.
laser. Nope, not doing that again.
So,
but yeah,
Amy, you've played some games.
I did, yeah.
What's been on your docket?
Yeah, like, I
what
mean, I
apparently
mentioned-
you planned?
almost by accident.
Almost by accident.
We'll start with that
yeah.
one if you want. Promise Mascot Agency. Like, it's by the developers of Paradise Killer, which, you know, I love Paradise Killer. Promise Mascot Agency is a very different type of game. It's like 3 genres mashed together. Is kind of like the vibe of it. It's an open world game, where you drive around in a car and collect shit. It's also a visual novel. Like, there's a lot of like long conversation scenes like you would find in a visual novel, and sometimes you get to make some choices about like the way in which you respond to something. You know what I mean? Like, it'll be like, you know, it'll give you 2 options where it's like confident or like apprehensive. You know what I mean? And it's not like you're choosing what's said. It's like you're choosing how you respond to something. And then the third one is obviously management. So you play as and so you play like the basic crux of the game is it's a world where like mascots and humans live side by side, and mascots are like fucking like there's all sorts of different types of, I don't know, creatures the wrong word, they are people, but like your sidekick in the game is a severed pinky finger that's the size of a person. That's the kind of mascot we're talking about here, and you play as a disgraced Yakuza enforcer who fucks up on a mission at the beginning of the game, loses a bunch of money, and the family needs him to make money. So like they like fake his death. He goes to this town, this dying rural town in Japan, to run the one business that this family has left, which is the Promise Mascot Agency. And you do that by recruiting mascots, by sending them out on jobs. They'll earn money, like being mascots for like local businesses. It is, in terms of like the vibes and the mood, it is a Yakuza game. Kinda. Like, in terms of like, you know, like all the silly stuff you do in a Yakuza game.
Yeah.
It's basically like that most of the time. In terms of like its sense of humor, its sensibilities, the kind of situations it puts you in. It does still have, and I was surprised by this because this wasn't really in the marketing, but it does also still have the heart of a Yakuza game. Like there is still like themes running underneath, like in the story and the characters and stuff, of like being true to yourself, of like, you know, friendship and teamwork and, you know, all that good Yakuza shit. But the dial is definitely turned further in the direction of also, you know, all that weird, wacky stuff you do in a Yakuza game. There's more of that in here. Like, when you send mascots out on jobs, sometimes they will get into trouble. And there's a whole, like, card-based mechanic system where it's like, you know, they will run into trouble, but the trouble will be like, the mascot got stuck in a door.
Yeah.
And you play cards to, like, defeat a health bar so that the mascot becomes unstuck in the door. And like those situations that the mascots find themselves in get more deranged the further into the game you go. Like, you know, a cash register will explode or like a beer tap will start shooting a fountain of beer, or like spirits will start chasing them around. And it's very much like its humor is like its main selling point, but it does also have like a lot of cool themes that it does quite well, and it is emotional at times. It is an excellent game, and it's an open world I drove around in and explored and found a bunch of stuff on. which, if you know me and you know how sick of open world games I generally am, that says a lot, I
Yeah.
think, about the quality of like just driving around, meeting characters, the stuff that you find, the upgrades that you can do to the car, because you never get out of the car. You're always driving the car when you're like in that world.
Yeah.
Um, Everything is like marked on the map. You don't know what anything is, but there's like white dots all over the map where it's like there's a thing here. Go, like go collect that thing. Um, it's a really good game. Like all of its elements mesh together really well. Whether you're managing the agency, whether you're exploring to find characters or story beats or just upgrades, or like there's like each NPC that you meet throughout the town has their own town quest where it's like you're finding things for them. Like the character that's voiced by Shuhei Yoshida, is trying to start up an arcade, and like as the story goes, like he was having a bunch of arcade machines shipped to him, but they fell off of the truck around the town. And you have to go and find them, and each time you find one, you unlock another part of his storyline. Until obviously you find them all, and then you get the full storyline. And it's stuff like that. And then the story's quite cool. It's fun. It's interesting. It hits on a lot of themes, and it's very, very funny. It's an incredibly funny game. I think Pink. So the main character's sidekick Pinky. I think about half of her voice lines are just iconic. I was taking screenshots while I was playing this game of just all the cool shit and funny shit that she said. But the platinum was really interesting because it's an incredibly easy platinum to get if you're just playing the game. And when I say I almost got it accidentally, it's because like just in the course of just playing the game, being invested in it, and doing as much of the stuff as I could do because I was enjoying it. I was like 85% of the way at the platinum, and I didn't have to go far out of my way to get like the few trophies that I didn't have that weren't like related to the just finishing the game.
Yeah.
So that was quite wild. Like you don't have to collect 100% of everything on the map to get the platinum. Because I wouldn't have done it otherwise. Like fuck that.
Respect.
It's a very, very cool game. I think you would like it, actually.
Interesting.
Just again, it's got so much of that Yakuza vibe that we both love.
Yeah. Well, there is a re-release of Yakuza coming in later this year, so.
But yeah, it's a really, really cool game. Promise Mascot Agency. Definitely enjoyed it quite a bit.
That's good. Like we were complaining about like again earlier with our announcement, like hearing just like enjoying games, that's all that matters. That's all we want.
Yeah. Like it was just a total. It was on sale. It was a $5 off. It wasn't 70 quid. Like at full price, it's 20 quid. I bought it for 15. So it was just like that impulse of just like, you know what? I really love Paradise Killer a lot, so I'm willing to give like the devs the benefit of the doubt. And honestly, like I've been looking forward to this game. Like it did come out a few months ago. Like it's not like it's a brand new release, yeah. And it was just like, hey, let me just dive in and have a look and see what's going on. What's going on is I played a game I really liked.
What better way to finish that story on that game could you ask for? You've played a game that you liked.
I played a game and I really liked it.
What about the next game, though, Amy?
I played a game and I really liked it.
Holy fucking shit! Two games out there? Two?
It's like the meme. What? Holy shit, 2 cakes. Holy shit, 2 games. Yeah, skin deep. Like I say, I saw this. I think it is somehow like I think I knew the name of the game and like that it was an immersive sim of some kind. But like seeing it on that skill up video and I think it might not have been a skill up video, but when I was at yours we definitely saw it because I remember buying it there and then because I think it was on sale again, like a few quid off on sale when I was at yours, and I'd seen it and decided, yeah, fuck it, I'll buy it, let's go. And then finally getting around to playing it and just being like, all right, cool, this is fucking sick. Again, very funny game. Like humor is a big part of it. It's essentially, if you think of like the gameplay of Hitman, like the newer Hitmans, where it's like that open-ended sort of, you have an objective, and the world is full of things, full of ways you can interact with it to complete that objective, but
Yeah.
slapstick, right? So instead of like, like you're gonna push this guy off a building. And I know Hitman is a very humorous game, like in the way that you can murder people in that game. But it's like, so the premise of the game is you play an insurance agent, who has to go, like, whenever a spaceship gets hijacked by pirates, you're sent to go and rescue the crew and get rid of the pirates.
Yeah.
And the crew of the spaceships are all cats. Not like anthropomorphized cat, like actual cats. And all of your friends who you communicate with via emails between levels are the cats that you're rescuing. Um, the but like, so like you're in these levels, and they're all hand designed. There's 13 gameplay levels, I want to say, and you're
Yeah.
going around the ship trying to rescue the cats. You need to like get keys to unlock more doors. The keys are usually either hidden throughout the levels, or the guards have them, so you have to take care of the guards. And it's the kind of game where it's like it's not you're sneaking around and choking people out, or like you're sneaking around and like you're shooting people. You know what I mean? It's like there's so many different ways you can do stuff. You can lure a guard towards a hand sanitizer, a station on the wall, and the hand sanitizer station is flammable. And you've got this lighter that you picked up earlier, so you lure the guard over there, and then you flick the lighter on and you throw it at the hand sanitizer. It explodes.
Interesting.
You pick up a bar of soap and you watch the guard patrol path. So when the guard's coming around, you throw the soap onto the floor. The guard slips over and goes prone, and then you jump on the guard, and like the only way you can do damage to a guard is by like slamming them into objects.
It's the only way you do things.
So like you're riding on the back of this guard, and you're like you smash his head into a computer screen, and then you smash his head into like a sink, and then smash the sink, and then all of the guards have this safety feature, this like feature where it's like their heads pop off, because they've got this like health insurance thing where it's like the heads can like pop off and float, and they'll float towards a respawn point unless you get rid of them. So you can't just knock a guard out and then that's it. You have to knock the guard out. You have to grab their heads, and then you have to like flush them down the toilet or throw them out the airlock. Yeah, it's that kind of game. And then they're done. They're sorted. That's finished. And then like windows, you can go outside a ship and blast a window, and then like the guards will get sucked out into space. Like there's so many different ways that you can approach like completing the objectives of a level. And then on top of that, once you've gotten past the first few levels, a lot of levels have like gimmicks. For example, there's a level with a lot of heavily armored guards, so you can't knock them prone and like take them out by like smashing their heads into stuff, because you can't wrap them around. But there's a mech in the middle of the ship that needs repairing. So if you sneak around and grab all of the parts you need to repair this mech, and then you put them all in, you can get in the mech and then just start fucking blasting everything.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so there's like a lot of gimmicks like that. I'll only say the one because I don't want to spoil it, because I think it's a really excellent game. It's very systemic, and so many systems interact with each other, and so many things interact with each other that like you're constantly going through on the fly, formulating ways of doing things, formulating ways of getting new, like of taking out guards, of rescuing the cats, of like doing stuff. And just like 90% of the time I'll look at something and go, hey, what if I do this? And something cool will happen when I do it, you know what I mean? Or it'll backfire. And it's in the best traditions of the immersive sim genre, when something backfires, it's not necessarily like a bad thing. Like sometimes it can just be funny. Sometimes something amazing will happen, and then and sometimes you've just got to suddenly replan on the fly because that guy with the big machine gun is very angry.
I would be angry.
I mean, I accidentally blew up the entire bridge because I didn't see the gas pipe. We all went down.
You all went down indeed.
But no, it's an extremely fun immersive sim game, and if you like that kind of thing, and again, like with immersive sims, they tend to be like more open, like they have big levels. The spaceships are very very compact, very small, easy to navigate around. Except the last level. The last level is quite big, and the map is interesting in that last level. And that's all I'll say about that level. But yeah, no, it's good, and it's got a lot of cool accessibility options, and a lot of cool. It's got very granular difficulty, where it's like you can mess with a lot of things like player damage, player health, enemy damage, all that kind of thing. You can make yourself invincible and just give yourself one hit kills, like so you can just throw something at a guy and he dies. Like if that's what you want to do, or you can make the game harder for yourself. That's also possible too. Very good game, skin deep. Again,
That's very good.
those two games, if you bought them both, maybe 40 quid. Indie
Bargain
games,
that.
what a concept.
Sounds like a bargain.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. It's a bargain, people. Go and
bargain.
support.
And then I've also been playing Dark Souls. But
Yes,
I
you
won't
have.
talk about that too long. I'll just say I've been playing Dark Souls and I accidentally made it way too easy.
The only other thing I've been playing is which it finally released yesterday, or released the beta did for it, was the new Football Manager that finally came out.
Yeah.
It's not fully released yet, so it's like it is still, you can even see it's like there's still parts in the game where you're just like, yep, this needs to be improved, yep, this needs to be improved, yep, this needs to be improved, yep. But right now my experience with it is just like, oh shit, I'm having the same experiences I did with the Star Trek game. It's overload, information overload. So it's just like, because it's a brand new UI, they're using a brand new engine, they've switched over to Unity, and so it's a whole new thing for them. Conceptually, like the look of it, I like the look of it, and I think it's just so much information. And that's and I know that sounds crazy when
It's
I say that, because like
yeah,
it's a spreadsheet game, it's a Football Manager game. If you know those games, you know what it is and everything. But like, I locked in and I knew what everything else was on the last one and everything. I knew what it was. This is like I'm relearning everything again. So it's just like, but yeah, it's fine. It's I can't say much about it other than that. Like that's I can't really say if I'm enjoying it or anything like that. But no, I like what it's looking like right now. But
that's
yeah,
cool.
information overload.
I know, like, you and Phil have both said, like, it would be funny if you streamed Football Manager, but I think the thing you just said about information overload is the reason why I don't think a stream would be very good, because I would probably spend the entire time being like, what the fuck does all these buttons do? What do all those numbers mean? Where do I get the big sword I can hit the guy with?
Where's the gun in this game, man? Where's the first person gun? Jesus. Where's the pew 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 in this? But no, yeah, it's
This is harder than Dark Souls.
that's an interesting way to say it. That's no doubt. But yeah, it's I'm looking forward to getting further into it over the weekend.
That's cool. Like, I know you've played a lot of Football Manager in the past, and I hope because this was the one that was supposed to come out last year, right?
Yeah.
So like, I hope like for like everything that you and everybody else who's a Football Manager fan has gone through, like I hope the game lives up to its legacy, and that you just get a really solid game out of it, because like I think you guys have suffered enough for the last 12 months.
Hope so. Yeah, I can't really say much more of that. Yeah, I've only played literally about an hour or two, so it's like getting used to everything.
It's like
so
a drop in the bucket.
Basically, yeah.
I've seen your play times.
Yeah. That's actually let's have a look at that.
I know. Like I clicked on your Steam profile for some reason earlier in the week. I don't know. I can't remember what I was looking for something, and I clicked on your games and it was ranked by default by hours played, and I was like, that's a lot of Football Manager. Like all the different games, like.
Apparently, I only played 10 hours of 2020.
Do you play it on Game Pass or Xbox?
No, no. I just Steam it. I always Steam it.
Uh,
Then 2021, I went up to 252 hours.
so slight jump.
2022 went down 114 hours. Then 2024, holy shit!
There it
No
is.
way! 700 hours?
Yep.
Oh, like that's baby steps compared to all the streamers out there for them and content creators. Like they're like 2,000, like 20,000 hours into it. Especially with how long they've had to keep on playing this one, and it's just like fucking hell. Like I haven't played that one for a while, so.
Yeah. I
But
remember
yeah.
there was a while where it was all you were doing. No, I'm not saying that as like a judgment. I'm just saying that accounts for a lot of the hours. I remember.
Oh shit, Yu-Gi-Oh's catching up to it though.
Man, it would.
Yu-Gi-Oh! At
There's only one
600
Yu-Gi-Oh.
hours.
They don't release a new one every year. Just wait, Phasma. Just wait. Let's see when we've been streaming for a while. Let's see what rockets up.
You want to know my time on Dead Take?
5,000 hours.
Oh, work-wise, yeah, probably. No, for on like Steam right now, my personal account, 1 minute.
Oh yeah. 1 minute. Yep, that's installed.
Basically, yeah.
That's how long you played Immortality for.
Wasn't it 5 minutes?
That was something like that.
Yeah,
It wasn't very long.
Yeah. That was true. That was true.
All right, cool. That's
Felt like 5 hours.
So yeah, that's kind of what we'd probably be doing in the future when we move the podcast to a monthly thingamajig. But imagine like
basically
more games, and Vitz will be here. Probably.
Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe.
I suspect he's wanted to run away even more, so
we'll find out.
I'm sick of these two people. Like, fucking hell.
Making me play Alien Isolation. Bastard.
But oh, you suggested it, Vitz. Just so you know.
It really did.
I really did.
Wasn't
But
our
yeah,
idea.
yeah, that's the thing about it. Like, it sounds like something that I would say, but I swear it wasn't.
You know me, I'm always coming up with shit like this, but usually only for myself.
Yeah, that's true. But no, yeah, it's I'm looking forward to everything that we've got planned and whatnot. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Just to play more games, just to have fun and like there's the thing about it. Like when we're offline and everything like that, when we're chatting, we just banter like crazy, and that's the thing about it. When we're podcasting, I don't think we banter as much sometimes, and I feel like this is going to help.
I don't want to say professional. That's definitely not true. It's
It's
a more structured thing, right? You do a podcast. You have things that you want to talk about, right? It's like there's a running order. We have a document, like for like here's what we're talking about this week. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
There's like guardrails, right? Which we do go on tangents more than probably a lot of other podcasts, but like still within like those guardrails, like where it's like we go on a tangent, but then it's like cool. Now we divert back to the thing we were talking about.
Yeah.
Whereas
no
like
doubt.
when we're streaming, it's just like whatever, man. Like when we were doing Pokemon earlier this year, we barely fucking talked about Pokemon.
And guys, be more Pokemon games. Amy picking terrible teams for me.
We'll see. We only have so many streams in a year. We don't want it to be all Pokemon all the time. Maybe.
I don't know. I think it would be pretty funny.
Moody's gonna end up taking over doing a weekly Pokemon stream on like a fucking Thursday or whatever. All Pokemon
I'm gonna
all the time,
be
baby.
the very best.
Pokemon
like no
Thursdays.
To catch them is my real test.
He's gonna cosplay as Ash.
Oh god,
every week.
Which version?
Cool. So, Moody, the podcast is coming to a close.
It is.
We normally play Open Critic head-to-head at the end of the game, at the end of every podcast. Now,
we do.
I don't really want to play this game anymore.
That's
you might
fair.
have picked up those vibes over the last couple of years. So we have a result for what we did last time, which is Pokemon Legends ZA. I guess it would get an 81. It got an 83. I get the point. The current scores are Vitz 16, Amy 24, Moody 37, and there's 4 draws. Now, rather than continue to play this game, I would like to say, based on the performances of this year, based on the performances of all of the previous years, I'd like to just say here, right here and now, and say, Open Critic head-to-head is over. It's finished. Thank you and good night. And I'll just declare one glorious one, Daffet Mark Moody, the ultimate Open Critic head-to-head champion of all time forevermore. How's that sound?
Sounds fine to me.
Yeah.
Acknowledge me, people!
I think if I added up all the scores, you probably won by about 1,000 points. At least that's what it feels like. For 2 years, I've just been like, one of these days, I'll catch you.
It's roles reversed in Fantasy Critic, though.
It really is. Which you would think you think that wouldn't be possible. It's the same. It's essentially the same game. In different formats, but apparently those different formats. I mean, Russ is at second, man. Fuck.
We know something wrong now.
You saw that coming. You and Vitz really need to step it up next year, man.
I'm not doing it next year.
Not stepping up to me. Stepping up to Russ. You can't let Russ get away with this. You can't let Russ get away with this.
I ain't doing it next year. I've had no fun with this. So,
what if I backed out and let you guys just play? I could be like
the
commentator. You can't let Russ get away with this. You can't do it. I mean, you're the ultimate Open Critic head-to-head champion forevermore.
Yeah, that on Open Critic, but yeah. I've still got games to come out. I've got.
You got to take them out. You got to take them down.
Yeah, I've got one. Arc Riders, is that technically coming out? 30th of October, apparently, yeah. I've got 2 games that have been delayed, or 1 been cancelled, like you've told me. Tidal Annihilation's just not coming out, we know that. That's clearly not going to come out. Stranger Than Heaven, yeah, so I've got 1 game. 2 games. And these have still got 1, 2, 3 games. It's just shit happens. This is one of those things. Gotta worry about.
Yeah, it's almost like it's almost like there's very little skill involved in that game.
There's no skill involved.
There's a little bit of skill involved. If there was no skill involved, the same person wouldn't be winning every year.
There's no skill involved at all. It's literally just I picked this game. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. You could pick 16 games at random and have just as much of a chance of winning as if you chose 16 games.
Exactly.
On purpose. Of course.
Right, I will concede 1% skill. I'll concede 1% skill.
I'll put that to the test. I'll put a fake team in next year with a Star Wars name. Because that's your thing.
But it's not really skill, because at the end of the day, it's literally just it's going off what the critics say. Who knew? Who would have thought that yours would have banged out like they did? Now, come on, man. Like,
there is a reason I picked. All I'm saying is there's a reason I picked those games. I mean, did I see myself getting that many points?
You were hesitant with Death Stranding 2.
I wasn't hesitant.
No one saw a night.
Let's be clear. I wasn't hesitant.
Yes,
I was gleeful when I picked that game because I was trolling everybody. I didn't know it was coming out this year.
Yeah, it's a
go back and watch the tapes. I was sitting there going, "This is a meme pick. This is stupid."
Yeah, it was. No, it's a game I'm not interested in doing next year. So,
it's fine.
Hey, I won once. That'll do me fine.
I'll do what everybody in the game industry is doing. I'll just replace you with AI.
Fine, do that.
I'll
laugh if I won.
I'll put every game in a random number generator. probably only take me like a
I'm
week.
good. No, I'm good. I have no interest, but thank you.
That's going to do it for episode whatever the fucking number is of this podcast. I don't know. There's a number. The numbers have never mattered. Let's be fair.
472 apparently what this says.
If you say so.
I don't know. You did the docket.
Did I though? Look at the document.
That is true. That is true.
Did I really do anything?
No, not really. Not really. Not really. You didn't. That's true. That is true. You know what?
What's that meme from Sailor Moon? It's like, my work here is done, but you didn't do anything.
Exactly. That's me at work every day.
There's a clip to send around the internet.
You want to get out of here for the last time, or maybe not last time? We haven't decided yet.
Who knows? Let's see.
We'll find out. Or you will find out eventually. Who knows? Hello, everybody. Be proud. You made it, just like we did. Another day is behind you. Another week has passed. Another episode is done. If you are feeling disheartened that you are somehow not enough, set your heart ablaze because we are for the future. Let it fly, your hated fury, because it is time to party. Because we're going to be partying on some fucking video games soon. We all welcome each other from far and wide. We'll be helping each other all the way. Now go, live your best life. It all starts from level 1. Go now, high five the sky. Live long and prosper. Roll into them titties. The journey is yours, people, and it starts now. 5th of December, motherfuckers, come join us. See Vitz did himself. Alonzi.